So how do you like PhotoVisa? How's it going this year?
I like it very much. I've been once before to PhotoVisa, and it's a very friendly festival. So it's a place that you can have a lot of different conversations because everyone is open to talking about things. It's not a very hierarchical where there are some people who don't talk to others. It's very friendly here.
Is it common to behave like you just said on the other festivals?
No. It's the friendliness in other festivals, but particularly so here. And some festivals, particularly in Western Europe, are very much there's famous people, the people who think they're important, and there's the rest.
Yeah, really.
I'm usually in the rest.
No, it's
so here. Everyone, the volunteers, the organisers, the guests, and the international people all mingle all the time, and that's really I like that.
So was it your decision to come here for the second time, or they asked you to come?
I asked if they would ask me.
Okay, that's great. And what do you like the most about the program, about the festival? Maybe you have like the exhibition you like more or something?
Well, one of the things I really like is to work with typography. I really like the institution of typography. It's a combination of young artists, the freedom it has, the fact that it involves not only visual artists but poets, playwrights and musicians, and indeed children go there to learn painting in the daytime. People learn English, so it's a social environment.
A little bit,
and also it has dormitories, so people sleep there. So it's not like a museum where a museum is sort of like a church without a religion, religion's art. It's not like that, it's more like a village.
Typography, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I see. And I know that you created the whole exhibition you did on PhotoVisa just for the festival, right?
Yes.
So you gathered all these artists?
Yeah, so I started with the festival theme, and then I curated the exhibition to fit the theme. Yes.
Yeah, I see.
Especially for it. Yes, I like to make exhibitions both for the context of the event, but also for the space. So the space was part of what helped me with my selection.
And you rebuilt the space completely, no?
Well, no. The space. A lot of work's been done renovating the space, but there were a certain number of things we could change, and so I used those as part of the building and architecture that worked with that particular show.
Yeah, I see. And actually a question in which I've been very interested. What do you do like in your free time for leisure?
I don't have a very clear division between work and leisure. I enjoy the things I do. So, I do a lot of things. I write, I work in academic research, I curate, but I do gardening. I like gardening.
You have a house?
Yes, I have a house and I have a garden, and I like to grow things.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm mean, I don't like to buy plants, but I like to grow them from
seeds
or from seeds.
Yeah.
Because it gives you a sense of
achievement.
Yes.
I know. I've got like a village house where I have a garden, but mostly with vegetables.
Yes. Well, I would like to grow vegetables, but it's too warm. And we don't have a winter, so that diseases don't finish.
Yeah, I see.
But what we do have, I planted some palm trees, and they drop a lot of seeds. And now I'm growing dozens of little palm trees.
Palm trees?
Little palm trees, and when they get to a big size, I'll give them to people. But I just like the idea of growing them from the seeds that fell off our trees.
Yeah, but the thing with the vegetables is that you have to plant them every year. Almost most of. I mean, most of them. I need to be planted every year.
But the problem, as I say, the problem is you get a disease that's specific to the vegetables in the middle of summer, and it doesn't go away for several years because there's no frost.
Yeah, I've got it.
So, and the other thing is that there's a lot of vegetables grown in Australia, and when your vegetables are in season, they've cost you way more to look after than they cost you in the shops. So,
but this is the same here. So But you don't regret you moved to Australia like 17 years ago?
Yes. I lived in Scotland before, and I wanted to. My wife and I wanted to bring our children up in the new world. Britain is a strange country in that the class system still exists very strongly. So there's a very strong sense that you're born into a certain environment socially, and that you shouldn't aspire to move out of that. And if you do, and you make a mistake, well, that's considered to be kind of a moral judgment on you. In the new world, everyone tries new things. They make mistakes. That's fine. Everyone knows you make mistakes, you know. Yeah. So I wanted to bring them up in a multicultural country, and Scotland is not a particularly multicultural country.
Yeah, but Britain is.
South of but England's very different from Scotland.
From Scotland, yeah.
In Scotland, when we were there, about 4% of the population were ethnic minority, and the rest were people who'd lived there for many years as Scottish. Whereas my children went to school at a school where there were the immediate cultural background of the children came from 32 different countries, 32 different cultures, and that there was something like 20 languages spoken at home that were not English among all the students. So they just they're much more comfortable with people who are not culturally or not ethnically or culturally quite the same. And that's really important, you know?
Yes.
In Scotland, anything that's not quite like you you become very suspicious of it. And I didn't want growing up like that.
That's terrible, actually.
Yeah.
I never thought it's like this, or to some extent even.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know, it's a nice climate. And we live near the beach, so.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I think that's enough. Хватит, да? Спасибо.